One of Attack on Titan's significant themes is how we're all controlled by something, whether it be freedom, conformity, status, truth, or dreams. There's always a mechanism that influences our ambitions. However, there's one particular mechanism that Iseyama uses in his story that ascends this theme of control and indoctrination. And in real life, this same mechanism has been the most powerful system used to control people throughout human history. That thing being mythology and religion. Let me explain. Now, mythology derives from the Greek word mythos, which means story of the people, and these kinds of stories shape people's understanding of the human condition, the dichotomy of good and evil, cultural values, and traditions. And an example of this notion is the Christian story of the original sin, where Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit. And from the story, Christians are told that their suffering comes from this sin, and to atone for this, they must adhere to Christian values. And if we look at Attack on Titan, it's no coincidence that the story of Ymir mirrors the Genesis story of Adam and Eve and is used in the same way. For instance, in Marley, the story of Ymir is used to control and subjugate Eldians. This is because in their culture, Ymir is portrayed as a recipient of the devil's power, who caused centuries of oppression to non-Eldians. So to atone for her sins and the sins of her empire, the current Eldians blindly obey and enthusiastically serve Marley. Thus, the story is used as a justification for Eldian mistreatment and to enforce the subordination. However, in contrast, the Restorationists revere Ymir as a saintly figure and believe that Eldians are God's chosen children. So subsequently, they believe that it is their divine duty to restore the Eldian Empire. But the thing about both stories is that they aren't real. Ymir was neither a devil nor a saint. She was just a person. So what's so fascinating about the stories of Ymir is how they were able to control and dictate people's behaviors and start major conflicts even though they were entirely made up and propagandized.